true picture, incographics, plant life, a twin brother of the humans. Children learn in picture form. Picture form becomes a meaning. The meaning becomes an emotion, and one shall logically act on it. The balance between logic and emotion, the duality, the yin or the yang, just the balance, that's all. My art, just the balance. The key to social life is family, and those who participate in that activity will find joy. Those who do not will find joy in misery. Balance. That which is lost is quality life. Quality life. The plant. The true picture. You ascend to higher air. Air is that which we breathe. We inhale and exhale, and this environment becomes inhabitable, suitable for us to live. Air, waves, communication. Many languages. People speak in different geographical locations. Communication. For every cause, we know that there is cause and effect. Communication. A language that is to be understood, and we know that the universe speaks one language. That's the language of frequency. We are one because this air which we live and breathe, we all occupy the same time and space and consciousness. Conscious of that, we become aware of it. The higher you go, the more you get away from bad air. You get pure air up there. It's like an eagle that flies or something on top of the eagle. The more that bird ascends, that which is on top of him may be pecking at him, but the higher he goes, the more that which cannot go as high as the eagle has to come down, has to come off the eagle's back, because the eagle is going higher and higher. And that's how it is with life. The manner and way in which we communicate, the higher we go. Those things that is not communicating properly with you, it has to come off of you. Has to get away from you, because they cannot take the altitude. But it all starts with the correct attitude. So there is a teaching that says that associate with a term called mustaqim, but we're talking about an ascension. An ascension. This is not my teachings, but ascension from the impure. It's like the dross and the intense heat comes off the gold. The impurities, a purification process. The ascension from the impure up to the pure, from the darkness up to the light, from the insecurities that we feel to the securities, being secure in oneself. Light knowledge. Light knowledge. Light is knowledge. One must become a man or a woman in knowledge, not just a man or a woman, but a man of a woman in knowledge, not of knowledge, but in knowledge. The mustaqim, as I mentioned, is this path, is associated with this path. And this is what has been, we have deviated, many have deviated from it. From impurity to increase the purity, from stress to serenity. We want to decrease the stress and increase the serenity. That's the peace. Increase the purity away from the impurity. It says in the Bible, come out of her, get away from her. Get away from it, and you make the connection. And an increase in understanding. Out of understanding becomes consciousness. Light years away from this understanding. Light years away, or light, a light away from darkness and ignorance. When you have knowledge, when you are knowledge, a man or a woman in knowledge, you separate yourself from darkness, and therefore ignorance will subside. And ignorance is the result of hostility, as if there's nothing else to be learned. This is the path going straight up, perpendicular, as some will call it. The Asar, coming into the Christ, unifying all aspects of our lives, that which is coming to the forefront of our mind, of our thinking. Mature thinking. Mature interaction, becoming practitioners of social maturity. True picture. The path to all truth, the whole earth. Remember, the universe speaks one language, the language of frequency. The whole truth is seen in the whole universe. It cannot be seen in just the earth. If you want to know the whole science, the whole reality, you have a perception of the universe, a perception of matter connecting and extending throughout space indefinitely. This is the true picture. So read it. That is the source, beginning of one's origin.